A woman has claimed that she's able to achieve orgasms using the power of her mind alone, and a study published in the journal titled Sexual Medicine has seemingly confirmed her feats. The claims come from Carolyn Zarsky, an Estonian lady who promotes herself as a sexual health therapist and yoga guru, and currently sells online courses that supposedly help women awaken and establish a deeper connection with their sexual energy, feminine essence, and deep yoni wisdom. Carolyn Zarsky claims she can reach a mentally induced orgasm within seconds. Image. Silent yoga retreat. She claims that she's able to achieve orgasms using a method called tantric training, which supposedly uses a top-down approach of bringing about sexual stimulation using the mind, and without the need for physical stimuli. Apparently, Zarsky spent a decade learning the technique in an effort to achieve deep sexual satisfaction, mainly due to the fact that she finds traditional intercourse painful. Now she supposedly is able to attain orgasms that can last 10 minutes straight without any physical stimulation required. Of course, aiming to back up her claims, Zarsky contacted experts in the field to help her study the phenomenon, and ended up lending her name to the study as its second author, which should be noted as a possible cause for bias. After subjecting Zarsky to various medical tests, the results proved that the woman may be actually telling the truth. You can even watch footage of the experiment below, although you should be warned that its contents aren't completely safe for work. SFW. The orgasmic evidence. In this study, multiple biological metrics were used to understand how Zarsky was able to achieve her purely mentally induced orgasms, with the main method of testing coming in the form of blood samples taken from before, during, and after a spontaneous orgasm. Since orgasms typically result in a flood of hormones into the bloodstream, the tests involved checking the levels of luteinizing hormones, follicle-stimulating hormones, free testosterone, and prolactin in her blood to see if there were really any changes throughout the process of her mental orgasms. After one session that lasted 5 minutes, the study observed that the prolactin levels in her blood had risen by 25%, and went up by 48%. After a session that lasted 10 minutes. Considering that prolactin is considered an effective indicator of orgasm quality, it was concluded that Zarsky, as she had claimed, could indeed achieve orgasms using her mind alone, and that it was possible to achieve sexual stimulation using nothing other than mental stimulation and derive pleasure from sexual fantasies. When asked to rate her climaxes on a scale commonly used in sex studies, Zarsky's results also showed that her mentally created orgasms were more or less the same as the ones achieved physically through clitoral or anal stimulation. Image. Love Panky. The actual way all of this works is still pretty much a mystery, considering that there are so many ways the brain, nervous system, and erogenous zones can interact in ways that might allow for sexual arousal and lead to eventual orgasms. As a matter of fact, there have been many claims from individuals who have supposedly achieved orgasms via mensual stimulation alone, although this study is possibly one that may finally lend some credibility to the claims that tantric mental training allows for the control of the orgasm state. Read more life stories. Even mild COVID-19 can up the risk of blood clot months after infection. Has sex tech capitalism hijacked sexual liberation? Messian police to investigate couple who drove a Tesla hands-free to Penang. Cover image sourced from Carolyn Zarsky official on YouTube.